This is a brief video to help students from the Studio Art class get their stop motion animation shots off of their camera phone and onto their FCPS laptop. So what you're going to want to do, you are going to want to, can you see me? I don't know if you guys can see me. Oh, that looks like it's working. Well, you're going to want to plug your phone into the charging cable and plug the USB end of the charging cable into the side of the laptop. And when you plug it in, it may open up something that, like this is going to tell me something went wrong with the import. I don't need to try again. I'm going to close, and something else happened. It says allow this device to access photos and videos. This popped up on my phone. So I'm going to tell the phone to allow the computer to access the photos. Then I'm going to close here and close here. What I want to do is open up this PC. It's usually in the top left corner of your monitor. And when I open that up, I'm going to be looking for something that says phone. Or if you were using a digital camera, it would say camera. Right? So I see Apple iPhone. I'm going to open that up, and I'm going to open up the internal storage. Okay? The DCIM folder, that is the digital images folder. So when I open that up, I've had this phone only for a week or two, but I transferred the pictures from my old phone, which I had for a number of years. So I have a lot of images in here. The highest number has the most recent stuff. And since I just shot my animation shots last week, I am going to open up the 113 folder because that's the highest one. Okay. Now, it's showing me a bunch of different pictures. What I'm going to do is actually switch my view to the details. Okay. And I'm going to sort by the type. It looks like it's all the JPEGs, and then the date. So I have things from March and February. What I need to do are find the things from May, and I'm going to have a bunch in sequence. There we go. Let's see if this one 3, 2, 4. Yes. Okay. So when I look at 3, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 2, 1. So I did all of my shooting. It looks like between 11 a.m. or 11:10 and 11:17. So those were all taken on May the 13th. So I'm going to hold Shift, and I'm going to make a copy of all of these pictures. I'm going to right click and copy them, and then I'm going to go onto the desktop. I want to make a folder. I will right click and ask for a new folder, and I'll just call it mask animation. And it's a test. It's not any great shakes, but here's what we have to do. We're going to right click and we're going to paste those images. It's going to take a little while. But fortunately, one of the things that's nice about this is as soon as we have the images pasted in, we can pretty quickly turn them around into a stop motion video clip. Okay? So I'm going to hit Control A. That's a very important keyboard shortcut to learn. The Control key is in the bottom left and bottom right corners of your keyboard. In this case, I'm using my finger on the bottom left key because it's right next to the letter A. So A for all. Control A means they're all highlighted. Then I'm going to right click and ask for Create New Video. What's nice about that is it's going to open up the software that we use to compile our different images into a video clip. So here we go. It took all of our pictures of the mask, and I want to drag them in sequence down to the storyboard. I will call this Test 1. Alright, now I'm going to click on the first image, and then I'm going to use my Select All keyboard shortcut, Control A, once again. When you see all of these highlighted, that means I can drag and drop them all at the same time. And because of the way your phone or your camera numbers things when you take pictures, they'll all be in sequential order. Okay, so I now want to select each one of these images and change them from being 3 seconds to being something less than a second. All right. Now, I could select each one and go to the duration button and make a change. All right, click duration, and we want 0.08 and hit enter. But that will take a long time. So what I prefer you guys try is pressing Control A to select all again. So I've got my first one selected. You can see the little blue bar. I hit Control A and it selects them all. Now, with them all selected, I can go to duration, 0.08, enter, and now each frame will be about 12 per second at this rate. So I'm going to finish my video. Alright, the video quality is high. That is perfectly fine. I don't really like to change the defaults when I'm introducing you guys to new stuff. So whatever it comes up with, we're going to go with that, and we're going to name it. Right, it's going to take a little while. Test 1. Right, so I'm saving on my desktop. When you look here, it says this PC and desktop. If you don't see the desktop under your options on the left, you could expand quick access. You might see it there. But you could go to your pictures folder, or your documents folder, or your downloads folder, wherever you want. Okay, I just like putting stuff on the desktop. It's easier for me to find. So I'm going to press export and then let the computer do its magic. It's going to be building the video file out of each of the still images that we took. And then here's the video. All right, not too long, about a second, maybe a second and a half. But again, when we're testing stop motion animation, we're not trying to tell great big stories. We're trying to get the hang of the technique by experimenting. All right, and we just want to make sure we can share what we've experimented. So that's that. Make sure you save your work, have a lot of fun with this, and if you have questions or concerns, contact your teacher.